Well, folks, I hadn't shot a video since we got our first round of hay done. Been meaning to, just hadn't got around to it. We went on vacation, and I did shoot some videos of us tubing and kneeboarding and stuff down at Hochtown, but on Broken Bow. Anyway, it's the 8th of July. It's turned off hot and dry and nasty, and it's been pretty well miserable the last couple of weeks, but I never did get around to fertilizing anything, and I'm gonna try something I ain't never tried before. It probably ain't gonna work, but I'm gonna do about half of a patch and see what kind of results I get. It's just liquid nitrogen's all it is. We're gonna go give it a whirl. Well, we're rocking and rolling now. Like I said, we're gonna try to do half of this meadow. See what it looks like. Each one of them jugs said it'd do 3 acres. This meadow's by Google Earth measurements on my phone, which is not real accurate, about 22 acres. We'll see what happens. $60 for 2.5 gallons. Might have to make a lot of hay to pay for itself. The tip was clogged up. Tap on it a little bit to get the spray to come out. Squirted myself down a little good. Grow an extra arm or something now. Haven't done any tractor cab karaoke in a while. I don't like this song, so I ain't gonna sing along with it. I do like this song. I think everybody knows this song. Somewhere not too long ago. Cody's girlfriend Caitlin, me and her was the only ones that was able to sing this. You don't hear it? Bohemian Rhapsody. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. See, I don't even know it that well. But when you're driving down the road in the car with a bunch of your buddies, and you're all singing to the top of your lungs, it don't matter if you know the words. I like to watch all them, not all of them, a couple of them different farming shows on YouTube. I guess my favorite would be Sunny Farms. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch it. That's us. They're from up north. You know, they got corn, soybeans, raising cattle. Full-time farmers. I'm just a part-timer. 6 more years I retire. Hopefully I can be a full-time farmer. I go down through here, and what makes me say that, I was telling Wyatt today, we was watching, they was cutting hay, and they had one of them swathers. I forget, he was trucking along down through there, like 10 miles an hour, cutting 14-foot wide, just kidding me. I also have auto steer on it. That's what my auto steer is like all the old timers. I look all the way across that field and I pick me out a tree. That's where I go. Might ask me why don't I get one of them auto steers if I want one. Shoot, I ain't got nothing square enough to even start. Right now, I got up and went fishing this morning. I say got up. When we woke up, I didn't get out of bed till 8 o'clock. It's been so hot. Unless I got something that I just really need to do, I've been not getting out. I'm out enough during my day job fixing air conditioners. Come on crawling this air conditioning tractor. It ain't too bad. Anyway, we got up about 8 o'clock. We went down. I know y'all heard me talk about we're buying a little piece of land behind us. Not a little piece of land. It's bigger than anything we would have bought. But got a creek that runs through it. And we went down there and man, we just absolutely tore them up. I don't know how many we caught. I lost count. Nothing big. I think the biggest fish of the day was about a 3-pounder. I caught it. Of course, White says it wasn't no 3-pounder. I think it was. That's fine. We weighed fish. Had a good time. Got home. Amanda kind of snidely said, "Did y'all catch anything?" I told her the story. Yeah, you know, we caught so many I lost count. I think she was kind of mad at herself because she didn't go. Anna loves to fish. She loves to catch. Kind of like I'm somewhere there. She said, "I didn't figure y'all catch anything as hot as it was." Sound like a broken record when I talk about how pretty it is down here. I don't think it gets no better. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, there's smoke. There. I don't know what happened a couple nights ago though. Shoot, we had every fire department in the county. They had the forestry dozers and everything out up there. Like I said, we hadn't had a rain. We got we got a couple of drops last night, not enough to settle the dust, but we hadn't got a measurable rain here 3 weeks now, and things are getting dry. My cow pastures are looking rough. We got a chance though. Today is Saturday. We got a chance Monday and Tuesday, I believe. I hope we get a little bit of something. I'll take it, whatever it is. We went from a cool, wet spring to, man, tap got turned off. We need rain. This probably wouldn't be a bad tractor cab karaoke. We all know this one. On my heels, trying to find me something better. You're on the streets of Bakersfield. Hey, you don't know me, you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. How many of you can sit and judge me? You walk the streets of Bakersfield. Armadillo. No, you probably can't see it. He'll probably still be there when the time I get to him. Say cheese. Yeah, I think Kogan welded that one. It is July the 16th. Don't remember the last time we had a rain. Fields are pretty well burned up. Hay fields have quit growing. All kinds of negative stuff I could talk about, but I'm not going to. I've just started feeding them a little bit. They're not getting the grass that they need. Not had to put out hay yet, so I'm just gonna start supplementing their grass with this feed. I feed them in the summer all the time, but just enough to keep them coming to the truck and, you know, keep them used to me. But I'm gonna go back to feeding them just like I do in the wintertime. Pray for a rain. It's not as bad as I guess it could be. You know, them guys down in Texas, they're selling off herds right now because they can't do anything. So I'm not there yet, but we desperately need a rain. I guess I'm fortunate. I water out of one place. All there is a creek that runs through it, and it's still got water in it. I've got a creek here, it's still got water in it, and they've got a pond here, so it could always be worse. I try to look on the bright side of things. The last time we had a big drought, which I didn't have near as many cows, so it wasn't that big a deal, but to me, I always had plenty of hay and stuff. It really was. I think it was 2012, and we was talking at work the other day, and what I remember about that is, you know, there was lots of places that was selling cattle off just like they are now. And what I remember about that is whenever the drought was finally over, people were building their herds back up, and feed yards were, you know, they were short of inventory and everybody was wanting cattle. Man, the prices went through the roof. Now I know y'all don't want to hear that because prices at the grocery store are already through the roof, but that's a whole nother deal with the meat packers. I think they're taking advantage of all of us. But I sold a 500-pound steer calf in 2015 after all that drought, and people were building back up straight off its mama for $3 a pound. I should have sold every cow I had and bought back about a year later because the bottom fell out again. I wouldn't say fell out. It was good, but it was nothing to what it was. I could have sold everything and bought back and still had half my money left. You know, it was just, cattle were amazingly expensive. I sold an old cow then. She was, man, she had to have been 20 years old. She was nothing but a soup bone. I mean, there wasn't nothing left of her. I think I got like $1,200 for her. So I'm trying to look on the bright side of all of this. Hopefully hopefully everything will be all right. It'll one way or the other, everything gonna be all right. But I took my dozer, which I think you can see it down there. I had an old timer tell me a long time ago that when the weather would get bad like this, they'd go out and they'd cut a tree down and let their cows eat the leaves out of it. So I took my dozer yesterday and I pushed down some elms, and I got some persimmon thickets over there. I pushed down some persimmon trees. They said them locust trees, you know, thorn trees, said they like the leaves of them, so I pushed one or two of them down too. But evidently they're getting enough grass still that they're not interested in them leaves because they hadn't touched them trees yet. So if it gets to that point, that's what we'll do. Man and I just closed on land behind us here. It's wooded. There is some pasture on part of it. I'd have to do some fencing to get it to where I could turn them in on it, but I feel like I'm gonna be all right. We just need a rain. We got a chance. Today's Saturday. We got a 30% chance tomorrow. There's been some pretty good storms blow up here and there. We've just missed them. One of them was to the west of us. One of them's to the south of us. Hopefully we'll get one of them. I don't know if y'all have noticed or not. I've been working on this little cover here for seems like forever, but me and the boys finally got the top on it the other day. Worked out great. Gives these calves that are waiting on their butcher date, gives them plenty of shade, and I got a fan going for them and a mister, and they're weathering this heat pretty good now. They were suffering. I felt kind of bad for them. Just had them blue tarp. Well, I still got one of them blue tarps up, but they seem to be content now, standing there in the shade, letting the fan blow on them. Been a little while since I've done a video, 2-3 weeks anyways. I think the last time I was on here I was praying for rain. Still praying for rain. We've got a little bit, and things have greened back up, but we still need some rain. Good Lord blessed us with several inches, and it's really helped things out. Stuff greening back up. Looks like I'm gonna get another decent cut in the hay, so we're gonna be all right. A lot better than folks down in Texas and other parts of the country. But anyway, we was at a football game the other night, and one of my little followers, he asked me, David Oliver, he asked me when I was going to do another video. So he said him and Jared watch me, so I'm gonna do a little one today. I know y'all probably heard me talk a little bit. We just bought some land, and down here on this land right now, this is the creek, part of the creek that runs through here. Doesn't look like much right now. They logged this about a year ago. Get these brush piles cleaned up and burned up and out of here. This is almost like a park. But I'm gonna get on the bulldozer. I've been trying to cut a line around about 40 acres here. Get a fence around it, and whenever we were hurting so bad for rain, I was gonna turn the cows out here in the woods. Just get an electric fence up, turn the cows out, and it's rained in the meantime, and the pasture's coming back a little bit. They're getting some. I'm still feeding more than I like to feed in the summertime, but we're gonna manage. But maybe y'all can see up through there a little bit, kind of what I've been doing. That looked like that, but I pulled back off this creek a little bit. Creek gets a little bit wild whenever we get a lot of rain, but I've pulled back here a little ways, and I think I'm up far enough that I don't have to worry about the creek washing out my fence. So I'm just going to continue on, do a little clearing today, and let y'all ride on the bulldozer with me. I don't think I've done any videos on my little dozer. It's a little Case 450. It's pretty stout. It not quite big enough to get some big trees. You know, I gotta work to get, you know, that little tree right there, I don't know, what is that, 12, 14 inches at the base maybe. I could get that tree down. I'd have to cut the roots there at the bottom, and it'd take me just a little bit, but really for the most part, this in here's got fairly thick, but you get on a little further up the hill and it's not as thick. I think years ago guys actually ran cattle in there, and it's not as bad. You get a little further on up the hill. So we're gonna do what we can. Hopefully by the end of the winter I can get a fence around this place and have about 40 more acres for the cattle to graze. That's my plan for now anyways. You go over on the other side of that creek there, and you get up over that hill, and it's pretty flat. There's another creek that, not near the size of this creek, but another creek that comes into here. It's kind of divided up a little bit, and I'm just going to take my time and work it, and as soon as I save up a little bit of money, I'm gonna try to buy me a excavator, something that I can stroll through here and pluck these trees this size out of the ground. But anyway, I'm going to put this camera on my head, and hopefully it don't shake too bad. Once this dozer fires up, yeah, you won't be able to hear nothing other than that thing run. So you won't have to listen to me talk. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little dozing today. That's my plan. It don't look like much, but every little bit helps. That old dozer, I guess I need to flush the radiator out. It tries to get hot on me. I can run for about an hour, and then about every 20 minutes I gotta stop, let it idle and cool off. So keep plugging along. We'll get there. Battery's dead on the GoPro, or just about is, and I'm hot and gotta go feed cows now. Take care of all my other rat killing. For those of y'all that have watched a few of our videos, if you remember, I think Kogan named it Operation Save a Moo. This is ribeye. This is that little calf we found just about dead, froze to death after his mama died. He's alive and kicking, but as you can tell, he's not like the rest. Got another one there looking a little wormy, but anyway, that's the difference between mama's milk and not mama's milk. That calf standing right there next to him, just about the same age. And that one, and the rest of them. They're all within a few months of one another. Yeah, I'm talking about you, ribeye. He don't remember us either. He just like the rest of them now. He runs from me. But Amanda saved him.